And if people have questions or if you want to talk about them further, we can. The first one, it spells out, if you just take a sheet of paper, if you're writing down on your phone, you can just write out the word leader. I use this acronym just to kind of remind people how simple it is to kind of do an assessment and say, am I living out these 6 commitments? So the first one is live your calling. And, not everybody has a, faith-based calling, or they don't feel called to do something. But what I try to do is I try to connect it back to like a life purpose or a life mission or something that is fulfilling to you. It's something that you're committing to doing that's greater than you. It's not necessarily a dream or a goal that you want to accomplish. It's more about something that has fulfillment and purpose and feels like that your life has meaning and it has a mission to it. And so I give some questions to the idea of like, what are things that, just mend your heart, make you feel good, things that you do for other people, or things that you could, look back on and say, if I could be that, or if I could do this, or if I could have that, I would feel like that I would be answering the call to my life or living out my life mission. That's commitment number one. And I go through some questions to help people to clarify their calling. And if they're not, in tune with the word calling, they can use other words like mission and purpose and whatever. But I use the analogy of the wake up call, is that many of us remember having a wake up call in a hotel before they had all the digital technology, but you'd call and you'd say, hey, I'd like to be woken up at this particular time. And I think that many of us are experiencing that wake up call where we're hearing the ringing, but we're tuning it out. We're closing our ears, we're putting the pillow over our ears, we're just avoiding the calling because it's calling us to do something that's uncomfortable. We have to either sacrifice something, or we have to go find time or find money or find people to fulfill it. And we don't necessarily want to go do that because we're resting in the comfort cave, or we just don't know what that calling actually looks like. Or every time we think of it, we're scared to death of it. It's like, what? I don't know if I want to do that or be that. But it's oftentimes what brings people the most extraordinary results is when they can attach themselves to a mission or purpose or calling. So they get out of the measurement mindset and they get into the mission mindset, because people will do things for a mission that they won't do for a particular goal, because people are wired to do things that are bigger than themselves. And so when they attach something like a calling to their life, they oftentimes will overcome adversities and excuses and obstacles and setbacks and challenges, where they may not do those same things in connection to a goal that they set. So live your calling is the first one, and only you can answer that.